Welcome back to Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and in this video, we're going to go over HighTide. They made a major acquisition today, and the price action has been looking quite splendid. So I want to go over all of that right now. And so as I mentioned, HighTide today acquired 80% of Colorado CBD firm Nuleaf Naturals. And so if you guys want to see, this was a $31.2 million transfer. And so you could see which values Nuleaf now at more than $39 million. And so one thing I want to mention with HighTide is they continue to acquire these companies, yet their market cap does not move. And so when you see something like that, you know something's off, because clearly this company is getting bigger and bigger as they keep scaling up and acquiring more companies. And so one day we are finally going to watch the price action grow, in turn watch our market cap grow. And so Nuleaf owners have about an 18-month put options to sell the rest of the company. If HighTide acquires the remainder of Nuleaf, it will be in cash. And so we'll see what happens with the rest of this acquisition. Personally, I'm not really familiar with Nuleaf, but it says they have generated 19.4 million revenue in the year ended September 30th. So that's actually pretty dope to see. And so considering HighTide bought these guys for double that amount, I think that's a steal. These guys are generating half the revenue already. I can only imagine how much more revenue these guys are going to grow year over year. So I think this is a great acquisition for this company. And now that leads us to the price action for this stock. So right here, we're looking at HighTide here on the daily. There are tons of lines on this stock chart, as you guys can see, but here's what we want to talk about. We had a breakout of our descending pennant right here, and then what we wanted to see was a back test along this level. And so here we broke down, but you can see we clawed our way back and we held this level as a level of support. And so what once used to be resistance has been treated as support now. And so one thing that I want to see now is to see where we are with our SMAs. So if I add in our SMAs right now, you can see we're above our green, our 50 SMA, which is the main indicator that we want to be above. You can see that our yellow line is starting to curl up, and these are very bullish signals. Anytime you get bullish crossovers, meaning the crossover to the upside, that is always a great long-term outlook for a stock, in this case a bullish outlook. And so since we've gotten our back test, we've held the lines, and now we are above all three of our SMAs. HighTide looks absolutely juicy right now. If we look at our MACD is in a positive zone. So right now, if we get a green day tomorrow, this line will curl back up and our blue will still be above our orange, which will then mean a sustained uptrend for the short term. And so when I'm looking at HighTide's price action right now, it could not look any better. We're holding our SMAs. What I want to see now is for us to break this 859 level. I think that is our next level of resistance to beat. However, you guys know price action moves day to day. So what we want to slowly see is this yellow line just continue to go up, 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 cross over all of our SMAs, and then for us to start a full new uptrend. And I think this could be the beginning of that uptrend. And so I still do have this line down here at 476. I personally have my position built out in HighTide. If we, however, do get to this point at around 476, which is a slight gap to fill, then I will have a buy order set at that point. Otherwise, I am done buying HighTide. I have a very strong position in the stock, and I'm very excited to see the future of this because I will be a part of it. And so for HighTide today, it couldn't have been a better day. We got another acquisition, price action, bounced off support, back tested, and we are above three of our main SMAs. Last thing I just want to check here is on the weekly time frame how our MACD is looking. So you can see here on our weekly MACD, our orange line got into the negative territory, but we are looking to cross over right now. So if our blue line gets over here and we start to curl back up, HighTide is going to look strong for the following months because this is on the weekly time frame, and so each block represents 1 week's worth of price. And so this looks quite juicy for a longer term uptrend, and I can't wait for that. You can see our RSI is at a 51. We held that 50 line. That 50 is a very crucial part to hold. You can see right here was our back test. We kind of broke down here, got down to 47, but here we are today at 51. So with all this good news coming out of HighTide, it is inevitable for the stock to go up. It is grossly undervalued relative to its peers, and I do believe this is going to be one of the best cannabis plays, not only in Canada, but eventually around the globe. They have a very strong footprint in many countries, including the United States and the UK, and I think they're going to continue to make very strategic investments that are synergistic with each each other. And I think with that, they'll have a very great ecosystem there in HighTide. And the head of the helm, Raj Grover, this guy is absolutely crushing it. He's doing his interviews, he's responding to Reddit, he's doing his job, he's doing his part, he's making sure that HighTide is doing the right things. And so I just wanted to make a quick update on this stock. You guys know I have a big position in this play. I do believe this is the strongest cannabis play right now in the market, and the charts are looking quite interesting right now. So if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. We are on the road to 10K subs. We're so close to 5K. I would love if you guys would just click that subscribe button. It mean a lot to me for all the hard work that I do. Otherwise, this is Dummy Boy Finance. I'm Dummy Boy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.